My name is Lance Elliott. I'm a product manager for WeatherTRAK Mobile at HydroPoint Data Systems. During the 90s, the much younger irrigation contractor version of myself would never have imagined that the older, gray-haired version would get the opportunity to work with the HydroPoint team in creating incredible new water management technologies. I'd like to introduce to you WeatherTRAK Mobile, a powerful companion to both the WeatherTRAK controllers and WeatherTRAK's central online platform. Let me share a few of the app's many features and capabilities that I believe will impact you as much as I believe it would have impacted me. As I mentioned, I was an irrigation contractor. I started at an early age working for the Alabama-based family irrigation business that was founded in 1964. Irrigation was a part of my life from the very beginning. I'd get fussed at for playing on the pile of PVC pipe in our backyard. My specialty for over 15 years was irrigation service, and while driving from property to property, I'd ramble out ideas in a micro cassette recorder. They are painfully embarrassing to listen to, but somewhere on one of the tapes was the wish for something that was, to me, science fiction. This magical device would replace my scribbled notes, my ink smudge maps, let me control the controllers, alert me when there was a problem, and show me where the buried things were. Fast forward the tape a decade or two, and technology has allowed the science fiction to become a reality. WeatherTRAK Mobile has become more than an app to turn a station on and off. It has become a platform bettering the work lives of those who have fully embraced its capabilities and changing age-old habits of servicing irrigation systems. WeatherTRAK Mobile is organized by site, controller, station, so it makes sense to irrigation veterans and the new generation of water managers alike. When you first open the app, you're presented with a list of sites that are linked to your account. Here, we can view an overview of a chosen site. Each site is comprised of controllers, so accessing those controllers is as simple as selecting the site they are located on. The list of controllers reveals the status of the controller, and if any alerts exist requiring attention. These are listed on the left side next to the name and serial number of the controller. And pressing a specific controller button will take you to the alert management, percentage adjust, pause and access options, and detailed programming for that controller. And just like sites are made up of controllers, we know that controllers are made up of stations. When you select a controller, you're presented with a list of available stations. Now that we understand the site-controller-station relationship, it's time for us to get to work. We're making a service call, and it's our first time visiting this site. Thankfully, it has WeatherTRAK controllers installed throughout, and the ones maintaining the site have been taking full advantage of the features in WeatherTRAK Mobile, which is a good thing, because they're all on vacation, and we can't reach them to ask questions. Before we make the repair, let's get a lay of the land, literally. After we select the site, we can view WeatherTRAK Mobile's Sitemap feature. This will be our guide. Scores of asset icons have been placed by our teammates, revealing everything from controller location, valves, impossible to find splice boxes, and many other components and landmarks using the WeatherTRAK Mobile's Sitemap feature. Earlier in the day, we received an alert from a controller that one of its valves has a short. It was recorded on station 42. Because a teammate marked that valve location with a station valve asset and captured product details using WeatherTRAK Mobile's Sitemap, we were able to swing by the distributor and grab a replacement part or two before heading to the property. Since the station valve asset was placed on its exact location on Sitemap, we walked right to it, and since we came prepared, we could perform the repair in record time. But our teammates have used another unique feature of WeatherTRAK Mobile's Sitemap. They marked each station location with the station location asset, telling us exactly where the watering will occur for every station. All asset icon types are interactive, but the station location asset has a start button built right in. We can turn on station 42, check our work, and make sure the repair was successful. The station location asset also made an impact on how the stations were named. An irrigation contractor will tell you that if a station is given a name, It is likely a name that attempts to describe the station location and possibly what's being watered, like Shrubs by Door Building, or Southeast Road west of north side of East Grass, or worse, Station 42. The station location asset marks the location. This allows the station name to be more meaningful. What about a name that tells you helpful station information? Some of our wonderful WeatherTRAK customers create a code. What you see on the screen is an example. Now we know that this station waters shrubs with a Rainbird 1812 sprays, full circle nozzles, and is controlled by a Rainbird PEB 2-inch valve. Sitemap alone can significantly reduce the time spent on a site, reduce water use due to trial and error, and general frustrations with not knowing and not being prepared. But it does not stop here. As we were addressing Station 42, we noticed that a nearby area looked overwatered. The area directly in front of where we are standing on the property requires attention, and sure enough, a station location asset is right there on Sitemap. Let's select the asset, and when we do, we see it's Station 36. WeatherTRAK Mobile provides all of the station programming settings that make the WeatherTRAK ET-based scheduling engine so powerful. We can access the station programming settings for Station 36, and when we do, we notice a few settings need attention. So let's fix those, we'll save, and it's time for us to head home for the day. Later that evening, it dawned on me. New flowers were planted, and I was supposed to give them a quick drink while on the site to help them get established. After the moment of panic passes and I pause an important educational documentary on Netflix, I get out WeatherTRAK Mobile and go to the controller to see the list of stations. Since my teammates named the stations so well, I select the names with the flower abbreviation and set them to run for 5 minutes. And press start, of course. We've only scratched the surface of how WeatherTRAK Mobile enables the right person to get the right information that enables them to make the right choices at the right time. The wishes recorded on microcassette decades ago, like receiving and managing alerts, comprehensively programming a controller, placing markers on a map, geolocating mapped items, storing images and notes, and so much more has become a reality. It's a pleasure to be a part of the HydroPoint WeatherTRAK team that brings useful, time, and water-saving features to life for our wonderful customers.